What is up, everybody out in YouTubeville? Man, it's a beautiful day down here in the south, and I hope everybody's had a fantastic Mother's Day. We are going to film maybe the most botched up video ever yet, and that may be hard for some of you to believe. But here's what we're going to try to do. I've got 4 rounds I want to shoot over the chronograph. I've got my chronograph set up. I can give you some details on what that chronograph is. Competition Electronics. I can tell you about the model later. Leave a link down below if you like. I just got mine off of Amazon, and nobody locally had the model that I was looking for. Everybody knows I try to buy local, like most of you do, I'm sure, but wasn't the case in this, or wasn't possible in this case. So let me tell you about what we're going to do. We're going to shoot 4 loads over the chronograph today. Sorry, a bug got me. We're going to shoot 4 loads. One of them will be our test load. That is a factory box of Winchester white box. And then we are going to shoot 3 5-shot groups with my reloads using 124 grain, round nose, full metal jacket on top of unique powder. 4.6, 4.7, and 4.8 grains. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but this is the first time I've ever done it. I'm really not interested in blowing up a gun. I know I've read online where guys shoot these things out of unique way over 5 grains. I just want to see the progression, see where we're going, stay safe, keep my guns all intact, and have a good time all at the same time. So if y'all stick around, we're going to jump right into the content. Alright, we're back from the range, and we're looking over the data that we collected from our chronograph, and I'm a little surprised that these rounds are as underpowered as they are. This is the first time I've actually collected data this way. I did shoot one of my 22s over it, just to kind of learn the system, so I didn't go down there and in front of you guys make a complete fool out of myself. But here's what we found out. That cardboard target, I did not recover that. That was Winchester white box, and after I looked at the data that we collected, the average for all 5 shots was 1,150 feet a second, with the extreme spread of 36 feet, and the standard deviation was 13 feet. I'm really surprised that the standard deviation was that good, given it's just cheap factory plinking loads, but it does give me a good benchmark to shoot from, and or shoot at, I guess, pardon the pun. And this target was my 4.6 grains. This was my first. This was my first loading, and the information on it was really startling at how slow these things were going. And I'm just looking at it on my phone here now. We were a full 1,000 feet per second slower. This was 1050 with an extreme spread of 37. Standard deviation was 12. So I was pleased that I could at least load ammunition as good as the factory can, at least the cheap stuff. None of these targets are remarkable. I think I've told you in an earlier video, I don't consider myself a pistol hand, but these were at 20 yards, and I was just shooting over a sandbag. Moving on to the next loading, which was the 4.7 grains. I did pick up a good bit of, well, maybe not a good bit, but certainly a considerable amount. This 5-shot string was 1086, so 36 feet a second on average, stream spread of 37, standard deviation 14. A little bit broader, but we did pick up some muzzle velocity, so that's something we were looking for. And except for this one down here in the bottom, really wasn't so bad. I wasn't horribly disappointed with that. So moving on, we moved up to the 4.8 grain loading, and this is where a lot of people have told me, or I've seen it in other people's reloading, that you hit a node every once in a while, and you won't get the movement in the velocity that you're anticipating. You don't get that nice linear movement, and this one definitely seemed to be that node, if that's the way it turns out. When I pick up my testing again, we'll start back here, see where it happened, see what happens, and move up. But the data on this one, our average of all shots was only 1079, so we were actually slower than with the 4.7 grain, with an extreme spread of 79 feet and standard deviation of 27. So something went on there that I don't know if it was me. I try to load these very, very carefully, or it's just one of those nodes where you don't get the performance that you expect. Now, I'm sure you can probably see right there we weren't too bad. Not exactly Annie-Oakley, but it wasn't horrible. So that being said, we got a lot to learn. I enjoyed shooting that way. I think I've learned a lot about loading, and I'm kind of really ready to step up to the next step and push these a little bit harder. We know where we can be safe, because obviously factory loaded 124 grain from Winchester is not exactly going to be pushing the envelope. So we will be pushing these harder in the next video. We got some other great stuff planned. Did get to see the beard today. He's been taking care of some stuff personal, and but he did make an appearance. We didn't get him on video tonight, but I think he's going to join us real soon, and we got some big stuff planned. So I hope you get to stick around with us. Let us know, if any of this is entertaining, or if you find the information in it valuable. And if you do, I'd like for you to take a moment, reach down there and hit that like and subscribe button. If you'll stick around, we'll see you on the next one.